up, Hippo lovers? Welcome to Clash of the Hippo 5. Game number 1. We will have MbL+Nicov play against Miguel and LaaaaaN here. Heresy against AM. Seed number 2 against seed number 7. And we will just jump into the live games here. And a lot of stuff will look different for you. And welcome to this best of 5 series, and you will already see a stable because this is a Feudal 8-star tournament with medium resources. So 500 wood, 500 food, 300 gold, 30 stone, and we will also have Capture Age, a feature that is the spectating tool of the future, and we can see the teams spawning here. We have LaaaaaN and Miguel in the bottom, and they will face Nicov and MbL at the top. We can see some people opening with a stable here, as we have Nicov playing the Magiars, cheaper scouts, and we can see he already has forging as well. His teammate will be Mr. MbL playing the Hunts, not willing to build any houses, and he will face over in the Thous Miguel, who is playing Berbers, maybe cheaper knights later on, and we will also have Mr. LaaaaaN playing the Franks. More HP on his scouts, and having already the first farm upgrade might help him out. Let's take a look. Maybe the first engagement of the game here, and not really happening, as you can see. More HP here, 216 to 180 HP. That's why Nicov might be going back, although he has one more attack upgrade. Let's take a look what they see here. Manu, thanks for the gifted sub. I will try to focus as much on casting as I can. And I can also explain some of the numbers that are happening here at the side. Left hand side is villager count, obviously super even with those civilizations. Military count, we see LaaaaaN already one behind, which is kind of weird with the Franks. And we also have the villager count, the pop space, and the resources respectively for you. Let's take a look. Can LaaaaaN maybe intercept the first boar here? Oh, it's actually the second. No, he cannot. Scouts of Miguel around, and where is the army of MbL? We're lacking that a bit. I'm a bit confused. Where did MbL go? Oh, he is raiding over here, but didn't get a lot of stuff done. We can take a look at the overall KD. MbL got 1 kill so far, and LaaaaaN only 1 loss. Army value is something you can see as well. Nicov with the weird numbers because he has the cheaper scouts. And now we can see MbL already going for bloodlines. That could be really good for him, taking some engagements. We will see a lot of scout plays here in those scenarios because you'd simply have the chance to get a lot of map control early on. Bloodlines now as well for Nicov, and then the Franks bonus kind of falls off, right? You have more HP on your scouts, but not having bloodlines kind of limits them. The mill over here, not really having any villagers, and not a lot of walls happen so far. No engagement at the moment. Meanwhile, do we have a fight here? Not really happening, and we have Miguel going back. He has the Berbers, so not really an advantage for him as of yet. Maybe later on once to go onto some cheaper camels, some cheaper knights, and we can see the fight now happening here, and we see MbL has more HP, and this should be his fight. Or are the numbers that much better? It's 3 against 2 units now, and it just feels like MbL the slight winner here, having bloodlines against no bloodlines. Evened out the numbers quite nicely. First win for him. We have some walls over here, and you see those are ghost walls for now, and only if they start they become the real basic structures here. What are the numbers in the brackets? Those are idle villagers. So far Nicov has 1 idle villager. Let's take a look here at the house, and some idle military for him as well over here. Now might take another engagement. Let's take a look. He has a bit more HP, and as we all know, 1 more attack upgrade. Nice micro back here from Mr. LaaaaaN. And now going back 3v4 fight. More scouts are coming over, and it just feels like Nicov is winning this one. Meanwhile, at the right hand side, some stalemate after this big fight here. KD somewhat even for everyone. LaaaN actually with the worst one, but should have a solid eco behind this. Should go into some beautiful farming for now. But we can see Nicov going for some farming as well. Let's see what could be the next spot where we can see some fighting. Oh, not too much actually happening here. And, oh, Nicov is going for it again. Maybe an option for LaaaN to go for a barracks. KD is on the screen, guys. And at the bottom is the accumulated numbers for the team as well. We have MbL now coming with the raid, and uh-oh, Nicov has no idea about that. And now the scouts are coming in. Let's take a look. Villagers here. We have 8 villagers carrying 40 wood, so that could be pretty ugly for him. Now goes with the X at the front, goes for some quick walls behind that. Now nice move with the scouts overtaking, and 2 villagers are going down. Nice move there, and Nicov is going back, asking for some help, but oh boy, LaaaN is squeezing at the front here as well, and that could be another dead villager. Let's take a look if LaaaN is focusing down here. Yes, he is, and suddenly it's 26 villagers for him. LaaaN with only 24, but now he seems to be walled, and I hear some villagers dying. Oh yeah, over here. MbL was super active, a scout is coming out, and LaaaN is pulling all his villagers. That was not finished, and the right hand side neither. The army of LaaaN doesn't really know where to go at the moment, not really dealing any damage. MbL is going for horse color here. Scouts are moving back, and Miguel, he just wants to disengage a bit. Blacksmith now from Nicov, finally finished, wants to go for the +1 defense as well. Already has the +1 attack. Miguel catching up with some eco upgrades, as we can see at the right hand side. Nicov still without any upgrades. Wheelbarrow, I'm not actually sure if that's a waste of space to give him the wheelbarrow attack icon. Would be really surprised if he ever goes for it in a reasonable time. The new overlay is so smooth. Yeah, capture age, and probably the future of all casting here. And Miguel just trying to buy himself some more time. Let's take a look. Overall military count. We have 15 to 9 here, 4 AM. Still running away. Now MbL is getting chased away here as well. Capture rate is even better now. It's incredible what that team is doing. And yeah, put on so much work. We talked a lot about what I wanted, what should be nice features. And oh boy, you have just to wait till we see some monk conversions started as well. You can learn a lot about how the random things work, and also can go onto Reddit and watch their explaining video on how conversions are working now. Can the scouts squeeze through there? Yes, they can, and this is going to be really ugly. Let's take a look. Villagers here, how can they fight? I think this is a horrible decision against someone who already has forging. Villagers are now going back. They did some damage without any losses. Villagers are getting in there, and that was actually perfect for Miguel. Did fight some, did force one scout to die. Now we have MbL going for that same hole, and this is so ugly now, as we can see. Now the combined armies here at the side, 4 scouts plus 5 scouts equals 9 scouts. That barracks is at 11.5%, so won't get cancelled. But Miguel, he is in some trouble. And where are his scouts coming? We have LaaaN now coming back. We have Miguel coming as well. This is still open, so this will be some losses for sure. House finishes in time. That villager is on the open. The other one needs to go back as well. Let's take a look if we can see some solid defense here. It's looking really rough. Oh man, those were heavy losses, Miguel. That's a hole that can easily cost you the game. Now is at 33 villagers, the lowest of all 4 of them. And, well, where's his military? He only has 4 at the moment, loses some more villagers at the front. LaaaN is going up to Castle Age, so that could be something nice. Miguel as well, so they are faster than their respective enemies. But look at the resources. Basically 800 food, 200 gold, exactly what you need to click up to Castle Age. So Castle Age timing should be pretty similar here. Nicov 1936. So remember, guys, for everyone who just tuned in, we're starting with medium resources here in Feudal Age. And yet another villager going down. Oh no, this is so ugly for him. Let's take a look. Villagers are moving back. And MbL up to Castle Age as well. Where are the scouts of Miguel? How can he not have them at home and trying to protect himself? He cannot rely on land. Look at that. 7 military to 14 at the moment. And the AM guys are just relentless, continuing to get the kills, and bloodlines only now for Miguel. So late. Obviously, land cannot get bloodlines. We'll get basically the same effect for his knights in Castle Age, though. And eco upgrades. Pretty solid, or pretty even. Everyone got horse color, everyone got the double bit axe as well. Stable number 2 now for Miguel. Lan is still trying to defend his teammate, but not really happening. Can those scouts get anything done? Not really at the moment. Oh, snacking another villager. Ripperino. Anything happening here? Oh yeah, this house, and I don't think that those walls will finish in time. MbL will squeeze through here. And Lan, what is his defense option? Needs to get some walls up at the top. Now should go for some knights. No real reaction here. Let's take a look. Do we have any raids at the other spot? No, those scouts are idle. Those are still active. We have some nice quick walls, but I think this could be a hole here as well. Now moving in. Lan with the beautiful quick walls, exactly what we're expecting of him. And the knight is chasing this away. But overall villager count, as we can see, 7 lower here for our heresy boys. Well, but Berbers and Franks, if we all go for mass knights, or actually, I think Miguel, if he just goes full camel, we might see the same that Fianor went for yesterday. Can the villager survive? No, goes down there as well. And maybe just mass camels could really dominate. Let's take a look. Do we have? Yeah, we have the transition into quadruple archery range. And now we can see at the side here, 31 villagers, 40, 41, 40. So only pretty much 10 behind is Miguel. And has 7 camels, 7 knights, his teammate Mr. Lan. On the other side, we have 7 knights for Nicov and 8 CA, and the thing under here is how many you have queued up. So as 2 CA queued up, not that much if you have 4 archery ranges, but as you can see, he is limited to his gold, Mr. MbL here. Quadruple archery range, that will be quite some production. Let's take a look how he can take fights against all those camels. Now also getting thumbring. MbL getting ready to bring the hammer down. I'm surprised that you are not the caster. Okay, what can the knights do? Seems like MbL is going for some micro here. And let's take a look. We can go for the all military overview. No, that's wrong. Control A? Oh yeah. So that's all military we have in the screen now, as you can see. And military count, it is slightly better for AM, but scouts obviously not really the damage dealers, and scouts not here, so they are getting deducted out of that screen now. And I think this should be the better fight for heresy. Let's take a look. Camels, they have the +1 defense already, but as you can see, the micro of MbL just so good, sniping those camels down, and they don't have the best armor to fight this off. And Lan, they need to retreat. Beautiful fight here, and nice micro behind this by Mr. MbL, now retreating. And let's take a look at the upgrades. We have MbL, Botkin arrow, no defense upgrade, and he did tech for some spearmen. I'm a bit surprised by that. Only now went for the barracks. And now the market. Obviously, although we are starting in Feudal Age, you don't have cartography to begin with. MbL now in full control. His KD 26 to 16. Nicov with a positive KD as well. Miguel, after all his villager losses, quite in some problems. Miguel absolutely at the limit with wood. Does he have a single wood chopper? Let's take a look. We have an overlay. Oh no. As you can see here, Miguel's wood income per minute at 0 at the moment. He doesn't have a single villager working on wood. Oh man. Yeah, he's still getting some food and gold. That's good for camels. Now gets the +2, but that won't be enough for long. Okay, next potential engagement here at that side. Army mount would be just absolutely unfightable for LaaaN. He needs some help from those camels. LaaaN needs to buy some more time for him. Maybe needs to open the walls, but no, we have a gate here. Camels, there's one screen away though. Let's take a look if we can see one big engagement. Villagers need to be pulled here at the wood line. And now the potential big move in at the front. Let's take a look. LaaaN is still trying to buy some time for him. Miguel is getting forging. And now we can see another big fight. The move in here from LaaaN. Heresy is taking a reasonable engagement. The CA not that well protected. Only one spearman to help out. Tries to micro back quite a bit here. Is Mr. MbL. And he did a great job of moving away from the enemy army. And, well, he will get away. Nicov lost most of his stuff. But I think that still went kind of okayish for them, keeping all the CA alive, so that could be some interesting numbers. Now needing to disengage, though. Clearly does not want to get caught off guard here. And so where are they going? Nicov is going to his home base, and we have a lot of CA already grouped up here. Left-hand side fight. Well, not really happening. We have LaaaN now buying 100 stone. Let's take a look at that engagement. Pikeman coming to the front, and LaaaN, he's staying here. Miguel is going away. A bit weird for me. No attack upgrade for LaaaN, just wants to keep up the defense. But Knights, as we all know, already with 10 attack, quite solid here. The small little huts on the minimap is TCs that you can see. We also have something for castles. And I heard a monastery. This could be interesting. And we are in Blues player's point of view. And then you could maybe see what Capture Age has to offer for you when it comes to converting. Let's see about that. Heresy! Heresy! Obviously my team, for everyone who is new here, so cheering a bit for them, but also cheering heavily for MbL and Nicov, since I like both quite a bit, and I think they can deliver a lot of great entertaining series later on as well. Any idle tab? Yes, idle villagers are the brackets behind here. So Miguel and LaaaN with combined 5. Nicov without a single idle villager, and he has wheelbarrow. He has wheelbarrow, but LaaaN doesn't. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Quadruple CA now, and no engagements at the moment. Some more walls at the side, not too much happening. Could go for some team wall in the long run. And we have some access here, so people might want to go into another engagement. Let's take a look. MbL here, what is his point of view? Oh no, his point of view is... here we go. Oh, that's actually the point of view of both teams, as you can see. Now moving in here, moving back with some army. LaaaN is moving in at the top, that's not too great. MbL, as you can see, has a lot of vision with those two outposts, controlling quite a nice area. Absolutely love that. And let's take a look. This would be a really bad fight for Mr. LaaaN. Needs to run away here. MbL chasing this down, and now gets ballistics as well. And then will do quite a lot of damage for sure. LaaaN running away. Overall population, as you can see, they're roughly 60 behind even. So that's not too great. And oh boy, Miguel is moving in, and he will lose some camels here against the ballistic CA masses from MbL, who's now at 3 TCs and getting more CA over. Big engagement could be coming in here pretty soon. Let's take a look. Army value at the moment way better for Nicov and MbL. Let's take a look. Do we have something here? Look at that. Overall army value. 5k from MbL. 3k value from Nicov. Gold percentage 50% for MbL. 59 for Nicov. And as you can see, those are just way higher numbers, and they should easily win this fight. Let's take a look. I think this might be even the game ending one. So many CAs at the top. I don't really see. Why is Nicov running away from this? I think they really could have cleared this up. Keep Fog of War on for both teams. Oh, now you see this line. This is a monk getting a task from very far away, though. More monks are coming, and we will take a look at that. How does the Fog of War look like at the moment? This is the Fog of War from both teams. We have some more access here in the center. Big engagement could come in here. Just breaking the house for now. Now the first monks, and you will see who they target and maybe see the conversion process there as well. Okay, now the big engagement here. Let's take a look, and we can see monks targeting here. If the whole cycle is finished, the real conversion process is starting, and this looks a bit like... I would say this should be a good fight for AM, but Heresy, they are fighting on home turf. The monks didn't get the perfect conversions in, and it's still a lot of cheap camels also for Miguel. But now the pikemen are coming from the top. The CA can micro back, and the monks did a beautiful job. At the moment, I think, yeah, we have MbL forced to retreat a bit more, and I think he's staying in this one for a bit too long. I'm a bit surprised that he didn't try to micro bit further back, but numbers are still looking solid. And look at that, Nicov is building the get out of my game castle here. MbL, he just had so many CA, his KD 84 to 67 and still 50 military on the field. Look at that, 72 military to 22. AM in full control in this one, just killing some more units here, and yeah, they are just looking incredibly good in this one. Pop 155, 142, the highest is LaaaaaN with 110 for Team Heresy. Now getting some more raids at the front, and Miguel, he isn't really getting the camel numbers out at the moment, and pikemen at the front. Where did the castle go up from Nicov? Oh, he felt like, okay, this could be a better spot, protecting those two golds, and well, it just opens another angle as well, so I don't mind that too much. Can we maybe see the castle being denied? No, way too many villagers. Yeah, it wasn't even close. I will check that back, sorry. Have the castle being finished here from MbL as well. That castle is now done, and Nicov will reach Imperial Age in roughly 2 minutes as well, and then looks pretty damn sexy to go ahead onto Cavaliers, and I don't really see LaaaN defending anything here. MbL now click to Imperial Age as well. Mercenaries for Nicov, so even thinking about nice Magia Hussars there. And Nicov, he's moving in. What is that? Is there a counterattack? No. Okay. MbL just staying active, getting some more kills. We have a big axe here. Some monks, they could get 5 beautiful conversions as well. I think AM just wants to go back and wants to chill a bit and wait for their imp tags and then take re-engagements. And therefore Heresy actually needs to force some engagements. But it's not really happening. Nice beautiful farm eco here for LaaaN, expanding a bit further to the south, but won't happen too much. Miguel, though, he is on a great tech switch, goes for Imperial Camel. Would be incredibly good against everything MbL has to offer. The big question is still, though, what do we have against Nicov, who's now taking to Cavalier, plate barding armor as well, and we can see the GG. Yeah, they knew, okay, we cannot really take the fight. You can upgrade now as well. There is no real winning condition for us, and this is the 1-0 for MbL and Nicov. GG, well played. The first game of Clash of the Hippo 5 in the books. Let's take a look at what next maps we will see. Oh, well, actually, let's take a look at the map first. A third castle would have been built, and Miguel, yeah, with a solid defense there at the front. That is the overall map. You were watching Clash of the Hippo 5 2v2 tournament with Capture H and your beloved Hippo. That's me. The fight here, and as we can see, MbL played this quite open. Right hand side was walled a bit. 4 archer ranges here. 5th archer range even added, was producing in that area, and Nicov kind of walled himself. G to the G. Map was Clash of the Hippo Arabia. And next game will be Continental Arabia done. Now let's take a look into the achievements. I should use my stream deck a bit more. That's what it's here for. Okay, military count or military kills. MbL got the most there, and that's actually quite expansive unit that he killed as well. So good on him there, and 66 highest military. Buildings lost for land, there's some, but not the most important thing. And yeah, it just felt like maybe the late bloodlines and the hole in the walls, obviously for Miguel, really did cost them. Nicov with 143 villagers even completely boomed out. His push would have been absolutely unstoppable. Arabia done. Then we get into the home map of LaaaaaN+miguel. Continental next. Okay, keep Fog of War on is a feedback that I got. Well, we'll see about that. Give me some feedback. It's obviously my first real cast. Something like that. We have a lot of subs flying in. Thank you so much for all your support. Manu with some gifted ones as well. Hopefully I will find some time to thank you in between series if we find some time. What is the schedule? Do we see all the quarterfinals? You will see all the quarterfinals today. Indeed. We will now have the one in the very top. Then we will have seed number 4 and against number 5. Suomi against SY. And then we have Viper TaToH against Bact Stark ACCM. Viper TaToH also have Jordan in their team. And the main event of the evening, DauT and Slam facing Liereyy, Hearttt and Hera. Hope you're enjoying the show. I will drink some sugar water for you. Let's see about Jordan, right? Why is DauT not playing with Jordan? Maybe because they wanted to give other teams a chance? Yeah, sounds reasonable. Siat, thanks you for $10. As you all know, donations go directly into the prize pool till we get 1.3k. After that, 50% go into the pockets of all the streamers, and the other 50% are going into the tournament funding. And we will open Capture H somewhere. Did I close it? Sometimes I'm not a smart man, guys. I think some of you know that. Liquid Egg product. Thanks for 1,000 biddies as well. And Hippo plus Capture H love, Nilly love. Thank you so much. And now we should have Capture H somewhere. Why am I so confused? Great stream, thanks. Okay, H Empire has crashed on me. Ah, but now Capture H opens 3 times. All good, all good. Okay, we will jump into the game slightly later, but that's all fine. Triple cast, yeah, that would be fun. Titanic. Keep up the good work, I'm trying to. Thanks for that. And Capture H, here we go, right? Press F11 to check again, and we did that. And let's just jump into the action here. I need to get used more to the hotkeys. Sound off of the background music, and here we go. Game number 2 on Continental, and we already have MbL starting with quite a lot of scouts, and he is attacking Miguel quite a bit, who didn't finish his walls. He wanted to go for the quick walls, and well, it's still quite some area to wall, as we saw. Opens with the fire galley, has the dock here at the side. Meanwhile, LaaaaaN, his teammate, did open with the stable, and we have Nicov playing Japanese. He did finish all his walls. Nice move there. Although this is still open. Did build a dock at the side as well. And MbL, as we know, started with the stable and is now harassing our poor Mr. LaaaaaN. Game is lagging. It's not at your end. It's simply Edge Umpires with... apparently we might have a pause there. And that's why the game is lagging a bit. Now it runs all smoothly, and welcome to it. A lot of... I've never seen that much... like leftover food on this map. 58k food still. And I expect no losses at all. Well, we had Miguel losing 1 villager here at the walls. Thoughts on Spanish about this on this map? Well, Spanish don't have a great opening, so they might fall behind a bit. But for example, if you play the Nicov style and get the full walls off, contest water a bit and get into conquistadors, they could absolutely be great. This is still open. Oh no, he quick walled that area. Dog now at the top, spotted by Miguel, and Miguel, he will finish his walls and will be super fine. Walled that villager out though. So scouts of MbL didn't do that much. We have now a boar being taken. Let's take a quick look at how juicy that boar is. Oh, it looks very juicy. Some boar action here. Let's work that boar. Okay. Sorry. I'm a play kid. Nicov, what is he doing? 1 dog here, 2nd dog there, and I'm a bit surprised. Let me see. Age of Empires. No, it looks fine. Okay. Now, some shenanigans here. You wanted to see some of the fog of war from both teams. Okay, let's take a look into that. So, LaaaN is running around. He doesn't know anything about MbL space, obviously. But you will get a good idea of how the map looks in general. Scouts are now, well, probably not finding anything, right? We have bloodlines for MbL as well. And, well, he did open the Spanish scouts and is now losing the water, though. He's building a transporter. So this is not going to work out for him when it comes to defending his fishing ship, but I think the scouts should maybe get in. Oh, where will they? Maybe come in over here. But that should be spotted by Miguel later on. KD's not visible at the moment. Now it is. Back for you. But we don't have the most fights for now. MbL just trying to catch up with some eco. And LaaaN realizes, okay, I'm getting pushed off this one here. This is Age of Empires 2 indeed. And we are using a new spectator tool for this one, and that's why it might look a bit different for you. Does Feudal late start favor a scout opening? I personally think that that's really good for a lot of map control. Yeah, we have seen some spearman archer openings though, so that might be an option as well. And, well, the big question will be, if we think about Japanese and Japanese being even somewhat, what's the better civilization than later on, Malians? Or will it be the Spanish? And as we said earlier, Spanish could be pretty good when it comes to conquistadors. MbL will take some time till he reaches castles though. Compare that to Mr. LaaaN, who's completely walled, even ignored his berries. Has some farms working for him. 2nd lumber camp is now going for some fish as well. And what? Ah, this is funny. Look at, that's the HP of the birds. And the HP of the birds correlates to the HP of the dog. Dancing. Okay. Do we have some fighting somewhere? Not really, right? LaaaN up to Castle Age. Fishing ship count at 6 now, and 8 already for Nicov, so he is really going for it. Has 3 dogs working at the side here. And that's kind of ballsy that LaaaN thinks about contesting water here. Are Mesolcives a viable option? Well, we have seen them being played. Mayans obviously are not starting with an extra villager, because you already have loom, and therefore start with 4 villagers and... Uh-oh, we have the landing coming around. You start with 4 villagers and... it's actually open. Can we see the kill here? Fire Galley is getting the kill and the transporters going down. That was 4 scouts in there. MbL was going for the big walls, and 2 fire galleys did finish the job. What a sick move for him. And MbL is losing a lot of aggression with that one. Oh boy, was that nice for Miguel, and he has to feel super safe now. I want to just see one wall here, and then the world should be fine for him. Goes and finish that dog first though. And so let's finish my thought on Mayans here. You start with 4 villagers and 1 eagle scout. So you need to build a house first and lose some time on the dock in the TC. And that's why they aren't that great with the bonus. But I think once you are walled, those archers are so incredibly good. If you get like 10-15 archers out and you start with 300 gold, so it's not completely unrealistic. I think that could be good. War galley upgrade now on the way for Mr. LaaaaaN, who is going for quite some... Oh, look at that, how the Hippo logo is moving in. Isn't that pretty? Hey, hey, go more to the shore. Okay. And therefore, I feel archers are a bit undervalued, but you need to add spearmen. Archers alone kind of makes it tricky for you, and you need to be walled. Okay, now we have fast fire ships out, or fire ships out. Let's take a look if they can take an engagement. Nicov is going back. He wants to wait for his castle age as well. Latest player to castle age is MbL. Has 700 food, 400 gold in the bank though, so can click up any second. Army value for MbL, only 2 scouts left. Nicov has quite a bit though. He has some numbers on the field. As you can see, 2 galleys, 3 demo rafts, and 9 fire galleys. So will take any fight quite convincingly once he finishes war galleys. But fighting before that shouldn't really be his goal. Let's take a look. 1 fishing ship is going down. This is quite an okay fight for LaaaaaN. Now the rafts did scare some, but could go back again after that. Do we have any other shenanigans? Nicov against Miguel at that side. Miguel wants to move away, is having some more water control. Overall fishing ship count is 9 to 9. So how all Germans would say, 9 fishing ships for everyone. Or not for everyone, but for the team. Fletching now on the way for Nicov. He wants to go for his transition into war galleys, which is so nice in those small areas, or the tight areas. Can I not follow this one? Oh, now it goes to the front. Oh, nice. Nice. How smoothly it goes. Okay, Demo could get some good connections here. Let's take a look. That's obviously a sick fight for Nicov if he gets an engagement. Demo's now at the front, not getting any great connections. Well, just getting the snipes here. And that was just a heavy smash. LaaaaaN will lose water, and most likely Miguel after that as well. So all those engagements don't really matter. And MbL will have enough time. Let's take a look at his stone count. He's at 540 stone already. So conquistadors will absolutely be his option. And where will he build a castle? Maybe over here. I don't really see an aggressive castle being an option. 2 extra TCs for Miguel. We already have 2 extra TCs from Mr. LaaaaaN. Villager count, well, they are 13 ahead, but fishing ship count, they will fall behind surely. And as you can see, now we have Nicov. He is adding 4 fishing ships, as you can see in the overlay here. Already has 7 military count, quite nice for him. Miguel, he did go for some monks as well, maybe to pick up some relics. Not that much control, and he shouldn't add anything on water, I believe. Okay, he's actually going for some more fire ships. A bit surprised by that. Wants to contest Nicov, who has quite a big float. Where can I see seedings on the pairs? It's not in the brackets. On AoE zone. But it's kind of intuitive, right? If you think about who has seed 1, who should have seed 2, then you could maybe get the rest of it as well. Oh, this is the big win here for Mr. Nicov, and he should just smash this quite easily. Gilnet's now on the way for him as well. He has 12 fishing ship working for him and is just chasing this down. The question is, when will we see some aggression on land? I don't really expect it too much. Pretty soon. Monks are here to defend the potential Kongs. LaaaN is going for some camels to defend the Kongs, but both going for some defensive units. Means the Ego should be catching up here for AM. Villager count 17 higher at the moment for Heresy. But as I mentioned several times, fishing ship count is not in that there. And oh, it wasn't yet 14. Now he dropped down to 9. He's getting some snipes against him. And can I select all those? Yeah, look at that. 20. The food count on those fishing ship as well. Pray that the ships don't target, yeah. By the way, this is the flat Earth stream. If anyone is skeptical, right? Because that's my universe. And, well, kind of speaks for itself, right? And Miguel, he just needs to go back here. Some X in the center of LaaaN. Maybe let's take a look at what they see again. So this is the vision of AM. They don't see too much. They have some exploration here at the side. Going here a bit at the right hand side. An outpost again. Now trying to get some stone there. Conquistador numbers aren't that high. Going for 5 and going for 2 patterns. So trying to break this. And if we see the overall view here, that's the area that LaaaN sees, has some camels out, could maybe even intercept this. And even if they break in, honestly, 4 monks are already here behind the TC. I don't think that MbL will do too much. Let's take a look how they can react to this. Early wheelbarrow by Nicov, tournament mode. Ah, yeah. Well, somewhat. Okay, let's take a look. What does MbL see? He has no idea what's going on. Now sees the camels from the side. Is he trying to go to the left hand side, or is he trying to take this engagement? Can obviously microwave better with those. And now we see conversions should start. We can see 1, 2, 3 instant conversions starting, and he needs to go back. Camels trying to intercept. That means the monks could maybe chase something down. We can see the conversion process is still running, but now out of sight and lost all this. MbL is microing against those camels quite nicely. If only the camels could position themselves to the right hand side so that the conquistadors needed to go to the left hand side and the conversions could have continued. That would have been the perfect spot there, but MbL way too aware of that. LaaaN is now thinking about imping here with his 96 villagers. The 2 heresy... No. The AM guys, both in their high 70s, very high 70s. Miguel only at 70 now. 3 CCs for him, is still fighting some on water, which I believe doesn't make a lot of sense, but he simply didn't want to give it up that easily. Still has 7 fishing ship. LaaaN is actually working still with 3. Oh, did redock at that spot, interesting. And now a defensive castle here by Nicov could get... Guys, you know how we call such a castle. And the conquistador... Well, okay, no. It's all stopped. Okay. I got a bit overexcited. It's only 3 camels, and those conquistadors are coming around to defend this as well. But LaaaN, he's up to Imperial Age, and he will probably go onto a lot of stables. And I'm expecting Farimba camels from him. This is open. Oh boy, that is a big mistake by LaaaN. Let's take a look how many losses he will take now. It's a lot of villagers carrying a lot of resources. Conquistadors, they will get some snipes here, and 25 villagers. The number is dropping quite a bit because the one in the town center isn't counted. And yeah, it looks like not too many will die for now. A lot of them going to the left hand side, and well, that's a lot of eco from him over here. Pulling away those villagers from the gold. Nicov is up as well. Resources from Miguel indicating that he can click up pretty soon as well. And he did somewhat hold against Nicov from water. That's a bit surprising to me. Saving his fishing ship. And Nicov, look at that, did land to build another dock to get more efficient fish. That's sneaky, dude. Meanwhile, conquistadors need to continue microing those camels. +1, +2 defense and bloodlines. Not sure about husbandry though, and yeah, just microing those down. Where are the monks from Miguel? Probably in the center of the map, but that's not where they should be helping out. Indeed. Oh, and now even Nicov is coming around and killing those camels off. Nice team play here for sure. Villagers, what are those up to? Tough to say. Some nice raids here from Miguel at the side. Nicov, the guy with the highest score. What is his plan though? Heavy camel upgrade now finishes pretty soon. We need some trap production as well. We already have one trap out. Now goes for MbL first. Let's take a look what he sees. Doesn't know about the castle placement, so cannot really go for the kill here. Does not know about that. What? How does he not know about that castle? He has to know about that castle, right? I think so. And a lot of control over the center, which in the end is the spot where we get most of the wood, right? The islands here will run out eventually at one point. And yeah, well, you have a lot of control. If you don't control the center, you won't get any trade up as well. So I like the move here of LaaaaaN getting a lot of control for himself. Elite Conquistador for MbL. Interesting. And Nicov, what is he taking towards? I don't see anything on land from him. Now I can see mass barracks. So Conquistador and barracks means Arbalest could be a good option if we see that from Miguel. But Miguel isn't going for any army yet either. Second castle here, and those camels, I don't really see them being too efficient. I think MbL should get some quick walls done here. We have a lot of Conquistador power over there as well. And now that is spotted. Let's take a look. That is the vision of everyone again. And trap starts to move against that. Getting pushed back here. And that's even triple castle defense. Supremacy even. So extra strong villagers as well. And we will see those traps now moving forward here. A small pause. And that gives us some break to see what's happening on Watermelon. Galleon tech. Embracer for Miguel wants to stay active. Could maybe get some big fights. Meanwhile, we have LaaaaaN going for the full center control. Nicov and MbL still with a slightly higher score. Most of those barracks were deleted. I don't see the greatest fight here. Let's take a look. Conversions are happening, and we see 3 conversions finished here instantly. Even 4 conversions, I believe. So beautiful move here by Miguel, and we saw it happening quite nicely. Those traps kind of exposed. Should have maybe unpacked them. Can the camels get behind there? And not really. MbL with such a great micro. Obviously lag shouldn't be that big. 3 Europeans, 1 South American. As you all know, Nicov now living in Italy. Galleons moving around should probably clear this up. We still have some galleons being annoying at the front. 1 castle being built here at the left hand side. Maybe some trap action could be an option there. Do we have Farimba, by the way? I'm not sure about that. And we have 7+2 attack only. So no Farimba here, but getting some kills in the back. Another conversion happening. Stopped after the Conquistador died. Crossbowman tech now for Miguel. I love to see that. Farimba is now coming up as well. And I think Mass Arbalest could be a really nice addition. Miguel at only 104 villages though. Overall population, everyone in the 140s except Nicov, who's at 160. Now goes for his halberdiers, but not a lot of upgrades on them, as you can see. None. Arbalest production needs to start very soon. Let's take a look. He queues up 6, already has 2 Arbalest tech as well. Everyone in 3 digits. Villager numbers, still 15 fishing ship. Fishing away for Mr. Nicov, but now big engagement here on water. I think this should be way better for Nicov though, as we can see. Well, only slightly. 23 to 18 army at the moment. So maybe the better engagement could have been something as well. Hand cannoneers now added by LaaaaaN. I don't think that I like this addition. If your teammate is going for Arbalest, already has +4, goes for Thumbring now. I think he is having something that really complements your camels quite nicely. And I feel that this is not really needed to go hand cannoneers as well. Still going a lot on water here is Mr. Miguel. Maybe some sneaky dogs over here could be nice. Actually, a dog in the center could be really nice. Okay, now we see the first engagement. Let's take a look. This army value is pretty even. Conquistadors are now coming from the top. Halberdiers are vanishing against the Arbalest. Conquistadors need to get converted. Monks are getting focused down. First conversions are starting. Camels are still fighting off against the Halberdiers. That's not great. Now some of them getting the engagement against MbL here with all his Conquistadors. But he just continues microing this down quite beautifully. Shipwright for Nicov and Arbalest. Now going back, need to get some more snipes rolling for themselves. Let's take a look. MbL continues with the move-in. If only they had slightly higher Arbalest numbers, that would be so much better. And maybe LaaaN should have disengaged a bit more away from those Halberdiers to keep his camel numbers up high as well. MbL now with another patrol. This looks pretty good for him. Water fight. Something happening there as well, but it looks more like Nicov is going back. Main action is clearly in the center, and you can see all the army. That's all military units on the map, and main stuff is really happening in the center. One monk at the side there is the only other thing. Now, coinage from Nicov. As you all know, this tournament doesn't allow slinging, giving resources to your teammate before you reach Imperial Age to avoid something like slinging someone quickly to Castle Age or maybe some walling strategies. We want to have all 4 players actively in the game and building some armies. And I think without slinging, we go more into that direction. Bomber towers now for MbL as well. He has 3 castles, but he has 1.3k stone in the bank as well. And Arbalest, they are doing quite a good job. And I think this would be a losing fight if MbL took it. But he's obviously way too active and microing this back. Meanwhile, the water fight, let's take a look how our numbers looking. That's better for Miguel, but better reinforcements for Nicov. Maybe should even send his fishing ship in for some buffering. Not really going to happen. Ballistics now for MbL as well. And bomber tower push. We need to see some traps being produced from Heresy here, which are providing us with a great game number 2. And Conquistadors, how many kills did MbL get? 114 to 90 here. LaaaN not having the greatest KD, but well, he's kind of the buffer guy, right? And remember guys, those villagers have supremacy. 80 HP here, 9 attack, not the most important thing, the 9 attack, but simply having quite some armor as well is lovely. Some conversions now started against the hand cannoneers. It's actually 2 monks converting the same unit. That's something you don't want to see, but well, better successful than misclicking. Bug printing now for Nicov at the side as well. That castle potentially might not go up, or if it goes up, it won't have the highest amount of HP. As you can see, percentage wise, it's increasing quite a bit. We have even 1 digit behind the DauT now. But well, Miguel pop 170, everyone else 150. But that's also some water army that isn't that important. We still have some action here at the side. Maybe some galleons in between those areas could be really nice. But MbL, he's already defending with some cannon towers at that area. And maybe Nicov could get raided, but then he can build some army as well. What a very intense game. Nicov and MbL, they are fighting basically from 2 sides, while Heresy is always staying together, goes for a lot of skirmishes now. I don't really see any trade for now. Let's take a look. Army values, pretty even overall. More gold investment by AM, since, yeah, most of those conquistadors are very heavy in gold. And KD, LaaaN still with the horrible one, and that won't increase if he continues fighting against Halberdiers with conquistadors behind this. Army, or military in general, is quite even, but in the center it looks like MbL is quite dominating. Now goes for Bracer for his cannon or bomber towers as well. Cannot really patrol in. We have now a new conversion started from the right hand side, but very far away ones, and that shouldn't really work out. MbL needs to go back. Some engagements here at the top in low numbers. Those fast fire ships obviously way better than the galleons, in big numbers galleons, the one that you want to go for. The monks kind of died, I believe. Halberdier numbers are shrinking as well, and Heresy, they are playing a beautiful game here on their home map. Trade card. Let's take a look. Did anyone start trading? Not really. We have 1 transporter, and that is... Oh, we have 1 trade card from Mr. LaaaN. Not sure where that one is going. Market aren't really set up yet. So quite some army. Trap numbers could be a bit higher. Cataparupto now on the way for Nicov. That allows his traps to pack and unpack way faster and increases the fire rate. So then there coming like some real sick tanks. But honestly, there's not a lot of stuff before that. And well, now some conversions are starting, spreading all that off. Oh, actually all the monks got one single camel. And we see those 3 traps going down here. Hearttt is still at the front, and Conquistadors are moving in again. What an even sick game. And well, caravans now for MbL. He wants to start trading. They have no passing in between them, so he re-landed to build a market on the island for Nicov. Quite a nice move for sure. And Nicov, he didn't set up anything yet. Let's continue fighting, or looking how the fights are looking in the center. Skirmishes kind of okay. And did I just see Miguel popping a top pop limit? The first one in this game. Some galleon moves now here. Shouldn't really get too much done in the long run. Maybe they can get some kills. Nicov going for quite a lot of monks though. I'm a bit surprised by that. Trade cocks aren't that good in Age of Empires. So the ship that allow you to convert. Oh, do we see 3 conversions here going around, and this one as well. So 3 full conversions here. Nice move by Mr. Nicov. Meanwhile, we have some shenanigans here. Those light cav are stronger than they look like, because they have Farimba +7 attack from them. Conquistadors are still moving in. MbL with quite a scary army. And let's take a look. Army value by him 7k. The other team combined not even 6.5k. So he's just continuing to push in. Now the harsh attack from him as well. Maybe he can get onto some siege. But actually Nicov is getting quite some siege out. Look at that. Already has, I believe, 5 traps on the field indeed. Now producing some more galleons. 11 more galleons in production. So he is really fighting for the water here. And now people are expanding towards the center. How much wood do we have left? Okay, it's still quite a bit. But look at that. LaaaN. He's getting raided by Miguel here quite a bit. On the other side, that's still a lot of wood for all the other players, I believe. Miguel now taking coinage, wants to send resources a bit cheaper, but the center push is the most important thing. Where is all the military numbers from Miguel and LaaaN? Look at that. 75, but a lot of that on water, I believe. 11 more light cap in production for LaaaN, so his production is quite nice. But only 6 skirms, 3 arbalest. If you only have 17 units, that's not enough to contest MbL, who has an incredible amount of conquistadors. All the traps are doing their work as well. We have more conversions flying in. The castles are getting held. They have only 4.8k HP, so Nicov not really going for the upgrades there. Kind of sloppy with all the trap war we had. Nicov now sending resources or stone to MbL. Want to see more bomber towers, and well, he already is queuing them up. Skirms moving forward. Arbalest as well. That is horrible for Miguel. Oh god, his KD is still in the positive, but I think that might change. LaaaN with a horrible KD. Look at that. 130 against 314. That castle is going to go down as well. And it looks like LaaaN not getting the army on the field. Spanish for MbL might have been the pick that wins them the game. Another castle going up here. That should instantly die. Oh no, this is so horrible. The first shot's still not connecting, but those are 3 traps very close together. And oh, Miguel is calling the GG. What an intense and beautiful game number 2 here. LaaaN and Miguel did really put on a show, but in the end, MbL's Conquistadors just dominating this game, and Nicov very active on the water. Just felt like LaaaN, he had the best eco, he had the potential best army, but couldn't really get anything rolling early on. Did go for heavy camels, didn't really do too well against the Halberdiers, didn't really do too well against the incredible micro of MbL with all his conquistadors, and therefore LaaaN couldn't really use his advantage. Maybe another civilization might have been better in that spot. For example, Spanish with some traps out in instant aggression. They also didn't see the first castle of MbL, didn't really have the vision, didn't really know that they could pressure here. And well, then MbL and Nicov could just go on to beautiful army compositions. And we will take a look at Between Series. Indeed, want to see what is up next, and can also update, oh no, Between Series, between games. Something we want to have can update the score to 2-0 and can say that Continental is done. Next map will be Eldorado. And we will take a look into the achievements here as well. And let me... no, I can let that be, right? Okay, Nicov with a higher score did fight quite some on water and had a great eco behind this. MbL with an incredible KD here. That is pretty solid by him. Nikov's eco just out of this world. In the end, did even send some resources to MbL, as we saw the stone to build more bomber towers. Everyone with quite nice villager numbers. 4 relics even for Nicov. So nice catch up there. And yeah, I'm happy with how they played this one out. Spectacle already at 150, so next game is already in store. I hope you enjoyed the show. Let me see if I can read some messages in between. Capture age is insane. I hope you will use it more in the future. Well, so do I. All other RTS games like SC2 are being cast with Fog of War because it looks more natural and makes it easier to understand players' actual vision. You should try it out for one round at least so you see people like it. That's actually not true. I watch a lot of streams of Warcraft 3, StarCraft 2 and such. But yeah, I will switch around a bit and we will see what happens. We have Binorito with $11, or that looks like 10 euros. Thanks so much. All for Unicorn with $10 as well, all supporting the prize pool here. And Spectacle already at 40 seconds. Oh, this guy is making me crazy. Game after game, action after action. Clash of the Hippo 5. That's only series number 1 out of 4 series that are coming up today. And we will have the semifinals and finals tomorrow as well. Nicov sent MbL Stone 580 before he had coinage, but after he hit Imperial, did he lose the resources? You can only sling if you get into Imperial Age. Oh, maybe he lost the... No. I think that was Mem's mod. I think you're slinging with like 70% now in Imp. And after you have coinage, you sling with 80% going through. Yeah, wondering how Nili's voice will be. So am I. Age bug there out for me again. Not sure if that's the mod or what's happening. But yeah. Also with those settings, missing some at the start isn't the prettiest thing. But we will see what we can do. Now jumping into it here, and capture age will be loaded up as well. I love the settings of this Clash of the Hippo. I don't understand why starting in Feudal age and no sling is not being used more. Well, it's not how the game was initially designed, right? And most people find this really confusing, and it is just tricky for them. Let's jump into game number 3 here. 3 match points for MbL and Nicov. Clash of the Hippo 5. And look at those beautiful overlays. We have instant bloodlines for Miguel, as we can see. He is playing the Persians on this map where we have some fish close to your starting TC. We have only 2 tiles of gold though, only the berry bush here and 2 tiles of stone, but we are fighting for all the gold and stone in the center, as you can see. And we have MbL fighting together with Mr. What? MbL at this side fighting together with Nicov, and he is walling his woodline off apparently here, building some scouts in the back. Instant bloodlines for Nicov as well, who is playing Persians as well. And we have Chinese for both. Since we're starting with more villages, that makes a lot of sense. You get the instant income here, and well, the game is going pretty sloppy at the start, but we will be able to catch up. And I think before the first real fights are starting, it will be all okay. So that is the vision all have, and you can see those are the 4 players here at the side, and they have this center area all visible at all times. And for now, a very passive game, I believe, right? Or who is this? This is actually LaaaaaN running over the whole map, and did he miss this? No, okay. He will catch off the first unit of the game, and we'll have KD at 1. We have MbL at only 3 scouts being built, Nicov at 4, so their military is quite lower. Let's take a look. Maybe still can win this one. LaaaaaN is running around. Has to be kind of happy with 1 villager kill. At the start, Chinese should be ahead, and I think persons should catch up since they have faster working town centers. MbL created a beautiful arena for himself. You cannot wall on the sandy area around your TC. That's why he did this weird looking one. But in the end, actually, it secures quite a lot of wood for himself. And also saves the berries. What criteria did you use to seed the teams? I asked 3 other players and we averaged our seedings. T90, dogao, and Nicov helped me with that. It's all to be read on AoE Zone. Some shenanigans here. Scout numbers are pretty solid for Nicov now, up to 6. And remember, he is playing with Bloodlines, so does Miguel, who's now running away. Scouts are coming over to MbL, who played it quite defensively. Kind of an arena created for LaaaN as well, but Scouts can easily pass in there if they wanted to go for the big committal move. Double bit X now for MbL, and what can we see? Some scouts here from LaaaN cannot get in. MbL is coming around, and the most important thing is this fight here apparently. And we have some more HP for Nicov. That's why LaaaN or Miguel needs to go back now, taking the fight, but took some horrible hits at the start. Nice back micro by Nicov here, and I think he will win this one unless there are more scouts coming from Miguel, which we just saw. He was reinforcing with 1 and now is fighting here with 3 against 4. Will try to take another hit. That's pretty horrible. And he's just standing. He's not really fighting. Nicov with a great kill here to begin this one off. Yeah, he's 1 villager behind, but now the nice scout lead for him. MbL is going for the big eco approach. I'm a bit surprised by that. Already has wheelbarrow and double bit axe working for him here. That is sick. So he should lose all fights. Well, he has higher numbers because LaaaN doesn't have bloodlines either, but he's now catching this off, and MbL goes for the X here, maybe asking for a double. Not really happening. Miguel wants to go for some walls. What is that? Okay, well, he will lose that villager quite easily. Can maybe go for some weird walls. No, not even that. Nicov is just shrekking that one. LaaaN needs to go home. Don't want to take this fight. He doesn't have bloodlines yet. Against now bloodlines. Oops, my bad. Wrong hotkey. And here we go. Now it takes the fight, and he has more HP overall, forcing MbL away. And he's just, yeah, knowing better than to take this fight. 9 against 7 scouts here. Quite an easy thing, and I even counted those instead of just looking at those numbers. Capture Age still offers so many features that I'm not using with my brain. Feels nearly, man. Nice pop 38 here for LaaaN. Miguel trailing behind with only pop 30. But LaaaN is pretty open, so he needs to keep up the aggression. Now goes at the top. Maybe some more walls over here could be really necessary or would be surely helpful. Nicov, some walls at the front. Palisade gates would be an option. I'm a bit surprised that he isn't opting for one at the front here. And Nicov and MbL, they have a strong army now. 15 scouts out for them. Miguel, he really doesn't want to take this engagement. And no, this will be all his scouts dying. He needs to run away. Let's take a look how many hits he's taking. And, well, loses 1 scout, will get away with, oh no, loses 2 scouts even. Well, better than losing all scouts, but still, that kind of hurts. LaaaN is just camping at home. Now goes for forging as well. So the first one who gets another upgrade, except bloodlines. Everyone with quite a lot of scout openings so far here. That's still the early wall villager. I cannot even, oh, I can, okay. Where's LaaaN? Okay, that's LaaaN. Where is Miguel? Okay, Miguel is at home. He doesn't have the gate either. And he will be attacked at the top. Now with the axe. I want to see the wall opened by him. Is he really running around this? That doesn't make sense. Okay, opens that wall now. His farm's completely exposed. And this looks really ugly for Miguel. He is at 29 villagers, the lowest already. And he will lose some more for sure. Oh, man. Fighting off a bit at the top. Where is LaaaN? He's completely missing this fight. So many villagers of Miguel now idle / being pulled away. Do we see the quick walls? No, not really happening. And oh boy, he's just getting smashed. Yeah, he still has some villagers here that add some value, but honestly, he cannot really fight this back. LaaaN still out of position, still doesn't have the market. Miguel in a world of pain. LaaaN even going up to Castle Age, so plays the greedy style here. Let's take a look. Do we have a reasonable engagement now? This could be better for Heresy, but now Miguel is not fighting this. LaaaN is pushing it back, even splitting his scouts quite nicely. We need to have the quick wall over at the left-hand side so that MbL is not getting out. Let's take a look. The villager is walling this. Good job, villager. And now the scouts are getting chased down here quite nicely. Maybe you see some quick walls around that. Not really happening. Try to go for the gate. Can finish that one at the top. Need to click the palisade wall. And she does it. Great job here again. And does so much damage to all those scouts. Meanwhile, those scouts are fine though. And MbL is up to Castle Age as well. Miguel, he will have some huge troubles. A guy that really loved to use his gold and buy some food. Might lose those two villagers at the side though. And, well, there's still a lot of stuff happening for him. His woodline open as well. Those villagers are dying. No quick wall over here. Scouts are moving into his woodline again. And MbL is staying active there. So the bad split. Oh god, Miguel, he is losing so much. 28 villagers from really falling behind now. And losing some as his woodline. This is so ugly for him. Now goes somewhat on gold. And look at that, 80 food for him. 300 gold. Oh, not a lot of stuff working for him. Nicov though, he isn't clicking up yet. 400 food for him, 200 gold. Is he transitioning on to gold? Where's his gold spot? Ah, here. Okay, I'm confused. MbL, he's thinking about a castle. Look at that. Okay, no, he only went for it just yet. Look at that. We can see how much stone there is even. 640 stone to be mined. Send some more villagers forward. Goes for the stable approach. Here with one only. Goes for some camels. Meanwhile, LaaaN, he bought 100 stone. Wants to build a TC. Probably in the center. Let's take a look. Was lacking some wood. And he is controlling that area first. MbL is going for it as well with a pretty similar timing though, and as we all know, this is the most important thing in the map. As we did show, there is not a lot of wood and not a lot of gold and stone left on this map. Oh, some move out here. LaaaN with a light cav upgrade cannot get. He's attacking the gate actually. That won't help too much. Stable of Nicov now, number 2. This is spotted from both sides. MbL with a nice quick walls here. LaaaN will not be able to take this fight. LaaaN's upgrade, +1/+1. MbL already with +2. Everyone with the bloodlines from them here. Lightcav staying active. Can he maybe squeeze in against Nicov? But Nicov, no, he's way too good to allow that to happen. That is walled off. That is walled off. That is repaired. Pretty damn solid defense by him. Nicov up to Castle Age. How is Miguel looking? Okay, he will click up eventually as well. 35 villagers. But LaaaN needs to carry this one at least for the start of Castle Age. Will take a really good fight against MbL here, who is just getting smashed down to one single camel. Overall military count 22-7. Nicov doesn't have a single military unit on the field at the moment. While LaaaN is going for a lot of control. Now a monastery by him as well. Could go for some control here, but it just looks like MbL is trying to get a castle up himself. 200 stone. Still active down here. Lost a villager against some raid. Oh, a scout actually squeezing through here. Miguel staying somewhat active. Doesn't have that many HP on his scouts though, so not the most important thing. And, well, idling those villagers means the castle will be delayed as well. Heavily staying on stone. And LaaaN now going for the siege workshop, so wants to pressure that area. Maybe mass camels from everyone could be an option, but just remember, this is what all teams see, so it is all visible. They know exactly, okay, you build a monastery, you build a TC, you build a siege workshop. Ah, okay, and now you build a siege workshop to counter this. Some raids now here, and I think this could be open. The gate goes down below here? Not really. Okay. Some more moves in here. MbL doesn't have a lot of army around. Where is he sending something? He has 2 camels here, and this could be interesting. Goes for the stone gate. This is open. Oh boy, this could be really rough for MbL. Maybe this could be the comeback. Maybe this could be the return of all the dead villagers. Now they are running, and well, they did create a nice arena for themselves before, but now it's kind of a death trap for them. Villagers at the top trying to run, all of them trying to get into the TC, but as we all know, only 15 villagers can fit into it, so this is going to be tricky for MbL. Going down to 34 villagers. That has to make Miguel happy, because he is now not the lowest anymore. That villager might go down as well. What a nice raid. And we have some aggression continuing here. Miguel build a TC very far off, doesn't want to go for any aggression. MbL, he has enough stone to build the castle. The problem now, LaaaN lost so much military that he might not be able to contest the castle in the center. Is going for some monks, mangonels as well. Needs to have the better mangonel micro, as we said. All visible for both players. The dance, let's take a look. Hitting that shot, and oh god! 22 HP now. Camels around, is going for the repair. This is really intense, because MbL's plan is, if he's next to that mangonel, his instant plan is to send like all those villagers forward and build a castle here. Something he can't do for now, because all the villagers could get sniped. What are the players up to? Only 1 TC from everyone still at home. No one did add anything. The only added TCs are in the center. We still have Nicov playing with only 1 here. You can see the counts, 33 villagers, 34, a bit more for LaaaN. No conversions yet, and that's a nice pikeman push. Let's take a look. First conversions are starting. This looks way better for AM. Here they have the way higher counts. Mangonels trading 1 for none. Maybe the pikeman can die here. This is a pretty good fight for sure. LaaaN is actually taking this quite nicely. Did he get all the conversions, and the pikemen are still dying against the mangonels? One is getting focused down here at the side. Another nice shot, and MbL, he knows, okay, we won that convincingly enough, and now sends all his villagers forward. This was simply not enough support from Miguel, and it was the pure 2v1, and MbL, he just is getting the full control now. Now we have Miguel building something at the side, but a bit too late. And the nice pikeman push here from Nicov. He saw, okay, you're playing Monk Camel. I will have a good answer to that. And he just played triple barracks behind this, and now they're looking so sexy. Nicov didn't even have any real gold control left in this one. Now the castle, let's take a look. Resources, low for everyone, so Imp completely out of the question. And MbL, yes, 300 stones, could maybe even start towering up a bit more. No, goes for the mining camp, and now keeps his aggression with the mangonel quite nicely. Some raid towards the base of Miguel, who simply lost too much early on. Maybe some earlier walls would have been helpful for him. Something that MbL created for himself there. Yeah, he had the hole, but he took the damage way later. And AM, Nicov and MbL, seed number 2 here, looking pretty solid against seed number 7, Heresy. Score still is somewhat even. Overall population is higher as well, but that's mainly due to the sick eco from LaaaN. Miguel at 50 as well. Let's take a look. Mangonel dance. Ooh, not really happening. Well, the dance is happening, but not the connections for now. And that castle alone is getting so much map control. Only fletching on it. Botkin arrow could increase 1 more range as well. Only double blacks from LaaaN for now. No Bowsaw. Do we see another connection? No. Just snagged 1 villager. Mangonel went down after that. We have some boom here from Miguel at the side. But oh boy, are they lacking some control in the center. More pikemen moving forward. TCs should do pretty well against them. Now we need to see the mangonel dance from Miguel for a change. Pikemen even going for the kill here. Okay, now they're going back. Resources, land, 600 food, 300 gold. Maybe he's thinking about imping, but he's at 60 stone only. What is that? That's gold in the back. Okay, so he's mainly getting gold. Is that another castle? What? MbL is building another castle here at the site. Has to canoe, something that well, is completely unanswered from Heresy. Mangonels want to go over there, but the villagers are blocking. The Mangonel cannot get over it. Oh man, this is so ugly. Let's take a look how they're squeezing through now, deleting the mining camp here. Tries to take the engagement, but Chokonus are so good in those spots. Pikemen are coming over as well. Mangonel from MbL out, and if this castle goes up, the stranglehold of AM will just be too good. Villagers are getting microed back. Both Mangonels died. The villagers can go back onto the castle. Nothing can stop that. AM is taking the first series here of Clash of the Hippo 5 and will go into the semi-finals. The winner will be determined later on today. LaaaaaN is upping to Imperial Age, but he only has 280 stone. He will not have any control over the golden stone. All the golden stone is dry for them on their normal map. MbL going for castle number 3. He is just relentless here, and yeah, not sure what LaaaAN's plan is without stone control, without gold control, and he just sees, okay, they can just get anything. Oh, look at that. Nicov is even trolling and getting handcard now. Going completely mad. Okay, that Mangonel was actually pretty nice. And the pikeman getting so many raids in against Miguel here at the side as well. Villager count now incredible for Mr. Nicov, who is playing 3 TCs at home, 1 in the center, and now goes for university because he's thinking about imping as well. With all those pikemen, wants to get them onto Halberdiers. The castle of Miguel in so much trouble as well. Okay, LaaaAN apparently. Oops, how did I jump there? LaaaAN now taking to elite skirmishes, so he refuses to let this series go. Castle now. But what can he get? No gold, no stone income. Let's take a look at that. 0 military for Miguel and LaaaAN. 0 military. Now he gets a Mangonel. How is the income? Oh no, that's not the income. Income is over here. Gold and stone. Nothing. LaaaAN is still getting some stone. No idea where. Oh no, he's still getting some gold. That has to be a bug. Okay, now we are at 0. No gold, no stone income from Miguel and LaaaAN. Massive amount of gold and stone still for the AM players. Now the move out, the castle's even blocked. Nicov will get imp. He's preparing the paladin switch as well, staying active here. And if it wasn't a big tournament, if it wasn't game to get eliminated, I think we would already see the GG here. I think Heresy would have given this up, but they know. Okay, oh god, nice ground attack though. And those will die. That was quite massive. Yeah, castle will go up eventually. Well, how are MbL's resources looking? Oh, no food at all, 1k gold. Now an imp here, massive amount of Chukunu numbers. Nicov selling some food. Could have given that to his teammate who really would love to get imp as well. Some more raids here at the side, and I don't see how Heresy has any chance coming back into this one. Miguel now taking into pikemen as well, or what is the plan? Goes for the scale mail armor. Bracer for LaaaAN will get into elite skirmishers, and again some weird clicks happening. Goes for 1 trap, but how much can he kill really? Persian longswords, yeah, maybe that. Now we have some raids here in the back, and well, that's a small déjà vu for me. Getting quite a lot of those villager kills in. How can we really have any engagements here? I don't really see it, honestly. I don't want to fool you like, oh, Heresy, they have the chance for the comeback. Look at that. Population over 160 to 275, and it's GG. Well played before we have the last engagement. Yeah, it was just Heresy seeing, okay, do we have any other options? Can they maybe screw this up? But they saw, okay, it's a cavalier attack from Nicov. They have all the gold. They have all the stone in the world. GG. This was series number 1. We have MbL and Nicov advancing into the semi-finals. GG, well played by them. The next maps would have been Dry River and Coastal Mountain. Hopefully we will see some more of those later on, but for now we will take a look into the achievements of this game. Nicov in the end with the greatest score. Didn't get rated at all if I remember correctly. LaaaaaN didn't get rated either, but he went for way more army in those spots. And we have the others kind of close together. Did have quite a lot of kills, although he didn't go for the strongest units, but still quite nice engagement and incredible eco behind this. Just boomed away. How you love this game. Villager high for him, 138 as well. And just a lot of control. Overall, what a beautiful series for sure. 3-0 here. And as I said, I expected this to be the most one-sided series. MbL+Nicov against LaaaaaN+miguel. But, well, I still enjoyed it quite a bit. This is the time where you can give me some feedback. What could I have done better? What do you like the most about Capture Age? What should I focus on more? And I will see what I can do, how we can improve on stuff as well. And I honestly think, I know it feels bad, but I will give myself even 45 minutes of rest here, because we have still 3 more series to come. How many viewers would you like to see for the finals? Well, it's tricky. I think T90 will stream tomorrow as well. If I think I did it alone, I was praying for like 6K. I think since T90 is streaming, I will probably have like 3K and T5K. In the Mangonel fight, you could have shown us both Mangonel's HP. Okay. Yeah, selecting both armies is still not that intuitive for me. Where do you see villager count? Left bottom side, there are 2 numbers. The first one is villager count, the other one is military count. Is T90 going to use CA? No. Why let T90 stream? Because my idea is that everyone can stream every event. Maybe I'm too much of a communist there. Obviously for me it would be better if he doesn't stream. But hey, he had Hidden Cup open streaming as well, right? I didn't stream it, but I still had the chance. Do you forget to update title from dogao LAN? No. But we can update it now, because the next series will be... Let's take a look into the brackets. And we can also set some people to advance. 3-0 here. Update the bracket, and we have... The first players would be Nicov, or let's say Nicov and MbL advancing, right? Yes. They will play tomorrow, 12 GMT as well. So always starting the early matches there with one of the strongest teams. Quite nice as well. And the next series will be TheMax and Villese against Yo and Lux. TheMax plus Villese versus Yo plus Lux. I think in general you could leave our viewers a little bit longer, like when you select different units or something. It always takes a little bit to process the information. Okay, maybe a bit slower spectating. Yeah, thanks for the feedback. Can players stream POV? Yes, they can, but not sure if he will. Can you please share Warlord of the Kingo Hippo page to install? It's in the Warlord Kingdoms installer. It's a mod there. Hi Nilly, World Rally Championship is running next to my house. Getting greetings from Chile. Welcome. Do DauT and Slam have a chance? It's seed number 6 against seed number 3 there. So they are the underdogs. But let's see. Who should win, Leipzig or Bayern? I have no idea what you're talking about. Do DauT and Slam have a chance? I said, which version of 5.7 is called King of the Hippo mod? No. It's, you have to download Warlord Kingdoms and just install there. I would be fine with starting earlier as well, simply to avoid any delays. If they want to start earlier, I will invite Mr. Yo, Lux, and Villese. I won't force them to start earlier though, obviously. And let's put a timer on. Should be technically 40 minutes, which is quite long, I know. And next series, I could update that as well. That will be TheMax, Villese, Yo, and Lux. Blap. Your favorite team winning Clash of the Hippo 5? You mean who I want to see winning, or who I think would win? The favorite should be TheViper and TaToH. The team that I would love to see winning. Would be really lovely if DauT and Slam would do something, but yeah. Okay, TaToH wants to do something in between series as well. So maybe I will just play a game with or against TaToH or something. We will see about that. Are the instant replays working? Somewhat, yeah. We have a small black screen every time I need to save the replay, but except that, they should be fine, yeah. Yeah, you're not allowed to pick civilizations twice, so... Okay, should we just play a game against TaToH? I'm not sure what I did set up. Let me think about it. But we need a handicap for him, right? Deathmatch versus TaToH. Well, we can do a normal game. Lux is even saying he wants to see me and TaToH play. TaToH playing one-handed, I would easily win that. Oh, Lux is saying deathmatch. DM or Hippo settings? Clash of the Hippo. Let's do Clash of the Hippo settings. Yeah, it makes more sense. Yeah. 1 minute head start for me. That would be an easy win as well. I'm not bad. I'm not bad, guys. Some people don't see me as one of the top players in the world, which I'm obviously not, but 1 minute head start with Feudal Age, that would be not really winnable for him. Oh wait. Yeah, instead of Fleet, Grill Salad, I knew that, yeah. Are the players able to stream POV? Hera, read the streaming policy. And let's see. You will see a lot behind the scenes now. Instant replay? Oh no. What am I doing? Yeah, okay, that was the right settings. Yeah. Deathmatch 1 minute head start. Yeah, maybe that. Okay, let's see. Nearly against TaToH. And he's Mongols. So yeah, that has to be a scout war kind of. Need to scroll my increase my scroll speed. So his boars should be like really sick then. It feels like fast speed. It's so weird. And it's so weird that I have different groups as well. How do we want to do that? I think I want to keep all my villagers at that side. And I actually should have probably scouted a bit more. LOL! Okay, I didn't shoot the boar. Oh no! That wasn't the plan. No, I was never played him in front of that many people before in my life. Top of the food. Oh, is it bugging out? Okay, let's try to catch him. What did we say to the god of snipes? Not today. Protecting the stable, he says. Okay. Is he already having bloodlines? Not yet. Where's my other boar? What the? Oh god. This feels so weird. Ah, there it is. Okay, I will take that fight. Okay, now he has bloodlines. Okay, I really want to get that boar, honestly. Ah! She doesn't want to let me get the boar. Okay, should we run? Oh, now he gets the boar to his home base. Oh boy. That's a mean move. And I think I want to get horse color before. Okay, now he should know that I'm moving out since my score is increasing quite heavily. He could maybe see me here. Okay, he has to be somewhere close to that. What? Oh. What? Oh no. How am I not attacking this? It's so weird. I think Mongols are pretty strong on those in that scenario, especially if he has 3 boars and I don't. Okay, could be a game-ending fight. Oh no. How did he just kill one of mine? What are we doing? Archer range? What the? Oh, fight. Huh, I screwed that up. Okay, let's go counter-attack, and we have to pray that he has a hole. Which actually isn't a great winning strategy. But the best thing I can come up with at the moment. And no, I cannot squeeze through there. Snag that villager at least. Then let's snag her. Okay, we got 2. Oh god, yeah, I don't have houses there yet. Huh. Yeah, I think Khmer has no chance against Mongols. He's always one scout ahead. And yeah, and then more scouts ahead if you to start. Yeah. The civ that you can put villages and houses is Khmer, the civilization that I just had. Kind of tricky for me to play against a better player, and he has the better civilization. Pure civ win? Not really. It's likely that he wins the other way around as well, but I will at least start with a small advantage. I think it would be better for those settings if you can make other openings than scouts more attractive. There are other openings. Spearman, Archer are absolutely viable, especially in 1v1s. Markoi, thanks for the sub. Bigirex, El Sasto. TaToH actually hosted with 200 viewers. Didn't even realize that. And I'm a bit surprised by that. RoboBro, Lidacore, JPin. Thank you all. How were the previous matches? Only just joined. We only had one series before that. And that was a pretty convincing 3-0 for MbL+Nicov against LaaaaaN+miguel. But kind of expected to be the most one-sided series of the day. The others will be a bit closer, I believe. Let's see about that. TaToH is offering us a rematch. So let's see if we can maybe perform a bit better this time. Up next, as you can see, 23 minutes schedule is Max and Villese versus Yo and Lexi Boy. Probably the last one, no matter how long it takes. Yeah. If it takes 4 minutes, I'm too tilted. And will just take a small break. For example, now I'm playing an Archer opening. I think he might play Archers as well. I think I should not have built that barracks. Not sure how to build that thingy there. Oh boy, house, yeah. Saw it coming. What a horrible base layout by me. The villager was faster because I already have wheelbarrow. When do you ever lure boars with wheelbarrow? That very rarely happens. Okay, he only has 1 scout, and yeah, he's gone for archers as well. So we will add in some skirms as well. Don't need to go full archers here. Get some more map vision. And we need kind of early fletching. I think we are rushing for now. But the score, we both know that that we are not going for archers. That's actually pretty bad by me. Really? Blacksmith, please. Thanks. That's actually open here. I think we'll build a house there later on. Even with hill advantage, I think I can take it. That is a bit late. Oh no! Here's fletching. Oh boy. Oh no! Didn't think he would go that aggressively. Okay, now we cannot lose a fight if we have defense up armor as well. What? Okay, let me see. Let's get some scouting up in that area. Okay, now this is the spot where he might just switch into a stable. Since he saw me going that heavily into skirms. Oh boy. Now we have to pray that everything is walled. Looks good for now. Nice catch for us. Oh no, misclick. Actually pretty mismicroed by me. Pop. I think you will always have archers come, scouts coming now. So we will go back and give it to him. We are fine with this opening, right? Our eco should be better. Let's get a second lumber camp for efficiency in the long run. Okay, now we... I think I want 1 or 2 more archers. Maybe the farm upgrade as well. 5 on gold is actually not enough to keep 2 archer ranges producing. But I want to keep mixing in skirms, so that's fine then. Actually, let's get that house first. Okay, 1 more archer and then we move out. It's kind of a blind... I'm not sure if we can call it counter, but a blind super defensive play against his... Okay, score isn't that important because that's mainly scouting. So if you fear for me, don't too much. But if you fear for me being housed, that's maybe the spot where you want to. Okay, let's get some vision. Okay, we should still have the better eco. That's actually ugly. He could scout those maybe. And in general, it's quite obvious that we are just running around. Yeah, and he's walled. That's why our archers are walking so weirdly. And how much do we have on gold? That's 1 too many. So... did I not build another house? Oh boy. Blacksmith by him. Do we have any low HP villagers? Let's just jump. I think might be the best option. He's not on gold yet. That's a bit surprising to me. Don't tell me I'm not getting the kill. Okay, I am. Okay, he stays. I was pretty sure he would go for scouts. It's really weird that he didn't. It's in my books. There he is. Get one volley off. What? How did I not get that one? But he's sending him out, right? Okay, let's get that one. Okay, commit against that. And then we're fine. Okay, now let's wall everything properly. Yeah, and he can't do much. Okay, let's do a second sneak troop. The other way around. That if he wants to go for some aggression now. So how many villagers did we get? 3? So we should be like 6 ahead now. If we got wheelbarrow. Let's see. This could be a risky dump move out by me. And I could get completely cleared up if he sees me. If not, we might get very far ahead in this game. And yeah. Okay, now probably with those stone spots want to get a market as well. Okay, he should see how walled I am, and I should just instantly try to reinforce those walls. Okay, so he didn't go that way. Oh no! Okay, let's not kill her. Is he moving away there? Let's go for the wood line. Oh, mismicroed that. Let's see if we can snag 1 or 2 more builds. Lots of misclicks. Just focus. Those is fine. I don't need to kill the scouts. Killing skirms is more important for me at the moment. Should be heavily ahead in eco. Question is, does he want to play an all-in now, or what's his plan? Oh no! Please don't tell me I'm not wasting all my... I was even deleting him. It's nearly man. Oh boy. Is he going for +2 defense or what is going on? Okay, dude, we don't really want to go for that actually. Oh god. Get the kill. Oh, not even that. That was ugly. Okay, where is our 30C? Does it have to be that far on the open? I kind of feel so. Okay, that's a good TC by him. I think we can't do much at the moment. But just booming away should still be fine. How is the score so bad? Did I have so much IDTC, or was it just all the units that he's killing? Tricky for me. to judge that. We camp that hill. What? Oh god. Oh boy, how is she so good, man? Oh no. And there's never going to be fail-proof. Don't like my goat spots too much. Did I not? I had ballistics. At least I thought so, right? Yeah, I had the universe. I think I had ballistics. I think I didn't do enough damage with the counter attack. Maybe I should have waited for crossbowmen and then attack in. I think I should have gotten at least 3-4 more villagers with my second group of archers.
Yes.
Yeah, look at that. I lost so many villagers and was still 2 ahead. So I judged the game correctly at least. How good my eco was. But wasn't enough. Pete, thanks, man. Looks TheMax and Yo are ready. Villese is in here as well. So that's going to be awesome. Okay. I will chill for 2-3 minutes and then we can jump into the next series pretty quickly. I will set all the maps off. And next match will start in, I would say, roughly 5 minutes. I will be back and talk to you then. Vivi didn't make it. He didn't make the rating cut. He wanted to play with Party Boy, no, Playboy, and that wasn't enough. Okay, we can start drafting there as well. Tim didn't even try to sign up. Nope. Oh boy, I think it wasn't clever by me to be completely exhausted after 2 series now. Okay, who had the higher seed? Does anyone know who had the higher seed? I think... Suomi is team A. Yeah, Suomi is seed 4. I knew. How did they form the teams? Just can sign up however they want. And let's take a look. Drafting will start any moment now. Thank you all for your support, being in the chat, giving some nice feedback as well, and donating. Pick Chaos Pit. So they have something in store for sure. TheMax and Villese are starting off with Chaos Pit as their home map. $1,001 USD? I don't get the question. Do you remember how much was the price of Clash of the before in the end and everything went to Viper? Not everything went to Viper, and I don't know what it was. And Arabia will be the home map of SY. Now we have 2 bands, 1 band each. $1,001 USD somewhat rings a bell. Yeah. It feels a bit like it, yeah. Really loving Capture Age, it looks amazing. Is there any option to order all upgrades by the end time rather than player? Is there an option to order all upgrades by end time rather than player? Ah, I think it's ordered by the start time. Okay, Flooded Cross and Eldorado banned, Flooded Cross banned by SY, and Eldorado banned by the Finns. Duschenstock, unlikely. TheMax picks Graveyards now, so one of the closest maps. That's map number 3. Does this turn have Capture Age? Yes. Otherwise, no one would be here. Still think that start time shouldn't even be shown. Ah, yeah, in the overlay, you mean. Capture Age should add an option that you can change the color of players, so we have fixed colors in all games. Actually, that will be an option in the future, from what I heard, that they are planning on that. Yeah. I feel like the higher seed has a really worse draft here. Yeah, I'm not happy how I did that with this order of picking. And Team Acropolis will be our potential game number 4. Might be a bit better when we get into the best of 7 series. That already is an option in Capture Age. Okay, then I simply don't know it. Oh, Rift Island. Interesting. Rift Island and Team Acropolis, I believe, were the bands before. So I'm a bit surprised there. It's a Kleinhammer. Cheers, man. I will give them a good luck, have fun. Nearly sounds tired. Yeah, I just had 2 intense games against TaToH. Probably not clever. Before series number 2 starts. Out of... wait. Spec delay to 230. Sorry. Bombay Gipsy flying in as well. Cheers. Took spec delay off in the games against TaToH. So at least as long as you're having fun nearly. Well, somewhat. Getting smashed by TaToH is really fun. Okay. You're exhausted after 2 games and expect them to play up to 16 games in a row on Sunday with high level, oh boy. Well, that's why I'm in caster and their players, right? And yeah, we will make, I think like half an hour break between the second semi-final and the finals. They need to rest some, for sure, yeah. It won't be like game after game. I won't force them game after game. I can't sub at all times, but when someone who's hosting a tournament, I do. Thank you so much, mate. When does the game start? I will say in 3 minutes. Sounds like a reasonable estimation, right? Then let's get hyped for the second series of the day, TheMax and Villese against DauT and Deluxe. They did already load up the game, but did forget that it's Feudal Age. That's why they're going back now. Another 2 minutes probably. Beep, 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 Exclamation mark hype song in the chat if you want to hear this song for yourself. And yeah, speculated down to 1 minute 20. Someone in the chat asked if I could jump into it a bit earlier. Well, we had the issue of Age of Empires crashing on me twice on Woobly, and then I still need to jump into CaptureH and load it up. So before 30 seconds is absolutely no option, which is kind of bad for this tournament format, I agree. But the thing we will have to work with for now. Happens. And I'm excited for this upcoming series for sure. And I think we can just do the intro, or do I load up everything before? Well, we will see. Speculate down to 10 seconds. So let's just go into it, and I will probably change the scroll speed since I increased it before from our TaToH game. Age of Empires is loading on me properly. So that is reduced. Bop. Fog of War is off, and CaptureH loaded. And what happened here? Age of Empires just closed. I don't know why. Feels nilly, man. All good in the hood? Yes for now. Okay, you can hear villagers moving already. Ah, here we go. What's up, Hippo lovers? TheMax and Villese against Mr. Yo and Lux. Best of 5 series coming your way. We're starting off with chaotic chaos pit game. Let's jump directly into it. It is lagging a bit at the start, but we'll be fine after that. We had some lag issues here, and this is Chaos Pit for you. Right hand side is TheMax in the bottom, left hand side in the bottom is Villese. They are playing against the two top players here, Mr. Yo and Lux. We have Franks and Byzantine War, and as we can see, it is a stable opening from the two right hand side Franks players, and the two left hand side Byzantine players are opening with an archery range. We have Lux even starting with the barracks here. We're starting a Feudal Age with medium resources. And now the first engagement over here. We need to see Lux disengaging. He's playing with archers, and I know that it looks a bit laggy for now, but will be better in 1 or 2 minutes. And when we're properly in the game, sorry about that here. It is coming from Woobly, it's not the CaptureH thing. We will see some nice quick words here from TheMax here at the 3.5 minute mark. And here we go, proper live games, and oh boy, we have the Yo breaking through a wall behind us. Can the villager get home? And she will not survive this one. As we can see, all the overlays here in the bottom, I can re-explain them a bit later. Some HP lost here on Mr. Lux. We have way more HP on that side for Villese, and I want to see a big double. Oh, already some shenanigans here at the top. Orange and red, not our prettiest colors to see, but I think it should in the end still be absolutely visible for us, especially with the HP bars. Should be fine. Now focusing down the spearmen. No, there are no spearmen, so one scout alone will clear this up. TheMax idols around next to it could help out with that, but not really needed. Meanwhile, Yo was helping, or Yo was trying to find some damage against TheMax, but couldn't really do it. Frank's incredibly good here, because you're starting with double barracks and some deer in the back, so massive amount of scouts could be an option. Now the move in here against Lux, who is in some troubles. Let's take a look how he will be able to defend this. Overall military count is something we can see here now. This is the overlay. So Yo and Lux with higher numbers, but TheMax for now having the hill advantage, and Yo was out of position, only now coming over. That means Lux is fighting on his own for now. The scouts of Yo finally here, now maybe taking the engagement. No archers around here, and finally Lux can back on to work. Has only 13 villagers though, quite a lot of losses for him already. 5-5, so he was the most active fighter here for sure. But Yo, he is pushing away all those army. Left hand side he keeps 3 chasing, and at the right hand side he stays active as well. Needs to go back there. Beautiful move. Will try to snag a villager. Will he get her? Looks like, yeah, even getting a downhill hit. And snags her. Beautiful play by Mr. Yo. And is getting away here as well. Nice, efficient play by him. And as we can see, so far, Lux with 2 villagers behind. And we have a small pause. Doesn't look like Finland. Why? This is Suomi's home map indeed. And some walls to the right hand side, still super open here for the max, for everyone who wants to see the full map. This is Chaos Pit. We are starting in the center without any gold and only 2 tiles of stone per player, trying to chop ourselves out to get some extra gold and the stone. The tournament is called Clash of the Hippo. Coming in force ECL colors for each team. Teal and orange versus blue and red is not the best. I have in the rules that they are not allowed to change their colors. But yeah, that probably makes sense even against uneven colors. I will ask them in between games if I can catch them. Would be no problem if red and orange were in the same team. That's actually true. Yeah, that's what ECL colors are even colors against uneven colors. Could have been an option. And Yo for now already starting to chop on the outside here. There are some people making an argument that you can build the lumber camp 1 tile away so that the villagers chop out a bit quicker there. Lux even building his first lumber camp at another spot. Should we maybe quickly check if everyone is still in the game, or are we just trusting them